Sports is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. It is a gorgeous fall day here in Massachusetts, TPC Boston, site of the Deutsche Bank Championship, part of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Frank, a really good golf course and highly respected by the best players in the world.
It certainly is. Gives them an opportunity to score. Gil Hanse, Brad Faxon, they made some really good changes over the years, giving it that New England look, that old bunker style. And, of course, they've had a PGA Tour event here all the way back to 2003.
Set to go. Frank, what's ahead on this first hole?
It's not overly long, Rich. There's no real need to hit a driver off that first tee. It's more about the second shot. Big gaping bunker just short and left of this green.
This one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Frank, I think what sets golf apart from other sports is that the fan can get so close to the great athlete as the round is being played.
Yeah, well, that's why the sport itself, and we consider it more intimate for that reason. You know, most golf spectators play the game. Whereas other sports, you don't see NFL players sitting in the grandstand. You see spectators. But most golf fans are golfers.
This would be nice. 2 straight birdies. Good putt. And now 1 under par. Nice to see a par 5 this early in the round. Gettable, Frank?
Yeah, good tee shot. Certainly a good chance here for going for this for 2. But if you stray with that tee shot, be careful on the layup. It gets really narrow up by the green.
Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we've got to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball, give it another 20, 30 yards.
You can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Has to feel good at 3 under par in the early going. So we started with a short par 4, then the par 5 second, now a par 3 here at the third, Frank.
Got an L-shaped green just protected by that bunker on the right, so be very careful where that flag's located.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
So a tester from 4 feet. Four under on the deck. Frank, as a commentator, as a fan of the game, 3 words that I love in golf. Drivable par 4. Here we go.
Yeah, some might say risk reward. Just look at that bunker on the left at the front of the green, because that's a great place to miss if you're not going to drive this green. Either that or just over the back right. But a par 4, that's definitely worth taking the head cover off.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Second shot, good look at the green. Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
That moves to 5 under par. Now on to the 5th, and Frank, a pretty challenging par 4.
Yeah, gentle dogleg to the left. There's a short bunker on the right. That's not really in play. You can just see that one on the left. Ideally, just want to hit something around 330 yards to this very difficult green.
Excellent looking shot here. Excellent, perfect position.
Ball's just sitting up too. You could hit anything from there.
Frank, the TPC Boston really starts to show its teeth here in the 5th hole.
Yeah, beautiful hole. That green up ahead, though, there's 3 different sections. Obviously, the easy section is that middle one where it just pokes out to the left.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Solid play, heart of the green. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. We're just playing a nice round of golf. Has that one for par, and now at 5 under par. 6th hole here at TPC Boston, always a fan favorite. What do people like about it, Frank?
Well, it's like a goal kicker hole. There's these 2 big pine trees, and especially when you turn off that back tee. Hit it through that chute, avoid the 2 bunkers on the right, you're in prime position.
Vijay Singh, Charlie Hoffman, and Big Henrik Stenson, they all have one thing in common. They all tied for the low tournament score at TPC Boston, 22 under.
And they're all good. Yeah, this is a golf course that obviously gives in to the longer hitters. And if there's just a little bit of sting taken out of the greens, then these long hitters have a huge advantage. Tom Weisskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
And it looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Setting up for an approach shot here. This is how the game is supposed to be played. This has been just outstanding. Beautiful to watch.
Well, it's a little absurd, that, Rich. The shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Frank, you just love the variety of holes here at TPC Boston. Now we get to the 7th. It's a 600-yard par 5.
It looks straight away, but the problem is if you don't hit a good tee shot, then you really have to be aware of that cross bunker. That is one place you don't want to go with your second shot.
That's a pleasure to watch. Just an ideal-looking golf swing. Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one. Nice position, short grass, second shot. This is a good-looking shot. Oh, what a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Now 8 under on the day. Hole number 8 now, 213 yards in length, a par 3. And Frank, what can we expect?
Really narrow at the front of the screen. A lot of mounding. Ball normally kicks towards the left. One place you don't want to go, though, is that left bunker. The bunker shot's all downhill from there.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Perfect, and in the hole. What a shot. Hole number 9, Frank, 472 yards, good par 4.
Yeah, if you blink, it'll catch you.
Real golfers, by the way, do not eat tuna sandwiches at the turn. They eat a hot dog, right?
Well, yeah, but if you make a mess of 9, then you're making hamburgers.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Frank, here at the 9th, what are most players trying to do?
Well, you really have to be aware of that bunker. That's about 25 green. If you finish up there, that's one of the hardest shots in golf, the long bunker shot. So you've got to carry that, even if you want to run the ball onto this green.
Well played here, went straight for the flagstick, and she will have a nice putt coming up. These putts keep the round together. really has a feel on these greens. That is another birdie. This is impressive. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree. Chance to get it close here. Frank, over the course of the last 15 years or so, there have been a number of initiatives within the game of golf just to try to grow the sport.
Yeah, we've seen the PGA Junior League, which is a series of competitions, obviously for juniors to play. But the first tee really is worldwide now, just to try and introduce players from all over the world into the game of golf. They're introduced with quad professionals. They learn skills that are essential really to play the game of golf. But in 2014 was a real step, what I think, in the right direction to showcase the junior talent around the world with the drive, chip and putt, where you actually get a chance to play the drive, chip and putt final at Augusta National, the home of the Masters.
Imagine young kids, boys and girls, 8 years old, 11 years old, being able to go home and tell their friends, tell their families, hey, I have something in common with Jack Nicklaus, with Arnold Palmer, with Phil Mickelson, with Tiger Woods. I won at Augusta National Golf Club.
Safely on deck.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Frank, this is a nice run right here.
Oh, yeah, and this is very makeable too. Excellent chance for 4 in a row.
Filling it up today. Beautiful putt. Now at the 461-yard par 4 12th, how do you play it, Frank?
Well, hit 2 of your best here. Somehow find the fairway, and then you take anything on the green here. You see a lot of sixes here over the years.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. This is a good lie, 155 yards out. This could be good. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Frank, par 4 13. Just swing away with that big stick with a driver.
Big advantage if you've got another 10 or 15 yards left in the bag here. If you can carry that left side, you certainly shorten this hole up.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing. I'm thinking this is about 110 yards, Frank.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Pretty good shot right there. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Back here at the par 4 14th, ready to tee off. This is a big dog leg to the left. 495-yard hole, Frank.
Yeah, don't try and hug that left side too much. There's a bunch of little mounds, and the chances of getting a good lie there, next to none.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Second from an excellent lie. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. This from 7 feet. And a huge momentum shift with that eagle. Now at the par 4 15th, what do you think of this hole, Frank?
I love the strategy involved here. It's not just necessarily a driver off the tee. Smart play often comes on top here because it's a second shot hole.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Second shot, good look at the green. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Getting set now over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, here at the 16th, you really see this sort of New England character, don't you?
Yeah, that stone wall now protects that sort of two-tiered green. And it sort of showcases the golf course. It just fits in beautifully with what Hans and Faxon have done to the golf course.
That is classy.
Yeah, chance of going in.
Good putt. Frank almost at the house, but still some work to do. 412-yard par 4 17.
Yeah, just poke something down that right side. Really, it's the second shot. You got to worry about that big mound in the middle of the green.
Excellent looking shot here. Coming down the home stretch here at the 17th, set up well for a chance to go after this flagstick. Down the hill from here, Frank probably going to go with one club less. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Pure strike. Good result.
And that is close.
Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
great shot to get the birdie. Frank, the 18th here at TPC Boston has generated a lot of buzz through the years, hasn't it?
It has, and those changes have just made this finishing hole so much better. The fact that they've narrowed up the front of the green, they've made that left side more severe. Now you can't bail out on the left. If you do, it's an awful little pitch or even a putt up the hill.
The addition of that putt bunker, Frank, how has that changed the hole?
Well, if you stray off the tee or find one of those bunkers with your tee shot, you really have to be aware of exactly the distance that little pot bunker is away. Because if you just sort of whack it out of the bunker and lay it up there, you find the next bunker, then you're in trouble.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Continuing the putt with confidence. Really good round out there today. What's the mindset, Frank, to keep it going?
First thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same composure for tomorrow's round. Get some rest. We know that. Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good position. Just keep it easy and visualize how tomorrow's going to pan out.